make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through, but don't break.
What's going on? What's going on, man? We back for another one. Parlay with us. You got myself, Stony Crook, Hustle Stacks. Beans should be coming through any minute now. Sean Doe, he may make an appearance. You know, we'll see. But hey, man, we here, man. You know, another show for you guys. We about to recap Week 10 in the NFL. We got some NBA. We got some college basketball, man. We got all kinds of stuff going on, man. So, yo, man, let's get this started, man. What's going on, Stacks? What's up with you, man?
Shit, man, chilling, man. You know, I went to the Victory today. Went there. Boston fans traveled. Felt like a halfway home game somewhere. So, but yeah, we went out there, watched the game. It was a good game, great game, actually.
Hell yeah, yo, Boston, yo, you'll be surprised, man. Like, I've been to a lot of stadiums in the past, and there's been games where I worried a little bit, like, damn, man, it's gonna be a lot of us there, like how it's gonna be. But man, every road game that I've been to, man, yo, we travel well, man. This past fans everywhere.
They do travel well. I agree. I couldn't agree more with you.
And surprisingly, New York, when we play the Jets, it be seeming like we outnumber them at MetLife. You know, yeah. I went to MetLife, man, and it was a bunch of Patriots fans over there. Like we like, you know, we really take up a lot of seats over there at MetLife.
Sure do. I mean, well said. I didn't like the way Knicks fans kind of came to the Garden last year when we played the Knicks in the playoffs. That shit was kind of bullshit. I didn't like that. I don't know how that happened. I've never seen that happen in my life, by the way. I've never seen incoming teams fans outnumber our fans. That's the first time I might have seen it. I don't think they outnumbered us. I think they were just more louder than us.
You know something, man? Like, I'm not too shocked, because when you have a franchise that haven't done nothing in years, and I ain't gonna lie, if I was in their shoes, I probably would have been acting up too, you know, to beat the world champs at home. I think I think that was no. That's when they went up 2-0. That's what it was. They went up 2-0. Yeah, you talking about a franchise that haven't won nothing since the 70s, man. Like, I think 70, 71. Yo, they haven't done nothing, man. And so when they get these type of situations, like last year, going up 2-0, being an underdog, yo, that's their moments, man. Those are their moments. Those are like as close as they're gonna get to a championship, man. You know, I mean, they may get to a championship, but it's not going to be anytime soon. But when you get in a situation where, you know, you get a big win, and hey, they took advantage of that, you know, and they went all out, but it was all for naught, you know, like they really didn't do much. That was pretty much their highlight, because, you know, they went on to lose the next series. So, but I wasn't too shocked when I saw that. They was probably, you know, drinking, getting nice, and you know, they went with the flow. But that's the Knicks for you, man. You know, they celebrate playoff wins, and they haven't even made it to a finals in like since '99. So, you know, they deserved it, you know. But here we go again.
I mean, it is what it is. They definitely deserved it, but I just didn't like that.
Yeah. No, I didn't like that either. I didn't like that. Especially how they highlighted it. I don't think they should have made it a big deal. It was all in the news, and it got corny. Like, it's just another game. It was game 2. You know, I don't think they needed to highlight, and that's what happened. They highlighted. If they don't highlight that, I wouldn't have known it happened. You know,
I wouldn't have known it happened either.
Think about it. They really like have footage of the usher trying to kick them out and having problems with them, and you know. So, but yeah, I didn't like that. The fact that I saw that. So, you know, we own, you know, I mean, that we might be them in Madison Square Garden, man. You never know, shit, because the way things are looking, we might be that lower seed going to New York, you know, and win a game like that. And I'll tell you something, I'll definitely be on some bullshit. You know, we win, we go 2-0 over there, or you know, a big game. See, so we'll remember that. You know, we'll remember that, and hopefully they'll have us highlighted as well. So you know, but yeah, I mean, speaking of the Celtics, man, you know, they fighting for their lives right now. They up 1. But quick shot, because they were down by a lot and they came back, and you know,
they were down. That's what happened to him. That's what happened to him Friday, which I was in a fucked up situation, man. I had tickets to that game come to me late. Actually, floor seat tickets, was crazy. And then I had already bought I already had the Bucks and Patriots tickets, so I had to go to the Buck joint and the Patriots, and plus the Magic play here every year, so the Patriots might not come back here for another 3-4 years.
Right. It's gonna be a while, but you know what, man? We got some people up in here, man. Let's read some of these comments, man. You know, we got some peoples up in here, man. So, you know, we got my man. Shout out to Another Lost Soul. Definitely great win. Yeah, exactly. Jennings and Baltimore, but we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Shout out to Claudia, Cristobal, Drake May, Tom Brady. Yeah, he's getting there. I mean, I get it. You know, he's winning. So, you know, let me throw her a comment here. So she, you know what I hate about the Knicks fans, they only pop up when exactly. That's what we talking about. They only pop up when they winning, man. But when they losing, you know, they got their head up their asses, man.
That's true.
You know, shout out to Kevin Kahn. No doubt, man. We was on reserve, Kev. You know, we was on reserve, man. You know, we knew they had the talent and the team to beat Tampa Bay, but it was a big test. This was the first big test. We didn't know where they was at. And yeah, they showed us. They showed us that, you know, they ready to make moves this year. They ready to take that next step. I'm believing now. You know, I mean, I was believing before, but I'm really believing. You know, that was a big win today. Drake May still has to do better down the stretch.
Now.
Great win.
Now. Are they the best team in the AFC East?
Now they are.
Yeah, all right.
Now they are. And I said that, you know, because I needed to see this type of win. You know, it got tight. Right. It got tight today. You know, it got tight today. Tampa Bay made a stop. Drake made through that interception in the red zone.
I was sitting right there when he did that.
Wow.
Shit, I was sitting right there, and I just, it's crazy because when he threw that interception, he knew he fucked up because the sidelines where I was at, I was right behind him, and he went over and stood away from everybody and watched that whole game. Like he was just, he knew he fucked up. So that's why I kind of give him thumbs up for that, because he knew, he was like, damn, I got to do better. You can see him just shaking his head. But shout out to the defense for holding us down, though. Shout out to the defense.
Shout out to the defense, man.
Came through right there.
They came up huge today. You know, on the road against a guy that's he's had a lot of comeback wins this year, and Baker Mayfield. He had a lot of comeback wins this year, about 3 or 4. He had a few this year. On the road, this defense, they tightened up. They came up with a key sack, I think it was in third down, right? And then fourth down, I think they sacked them on fourth down. On third, no, it was fourth down. Fourth down, it was fourth down, yeah. On fourth down, they sacked them on fourth down, and that was a huge win for the defense to stop Baker Mayfield, knowing that he's had a lot of comebacks this year. So yeah, great. Shout out to the defense, definitely, man. We had this game won, but yeah, they closed it for us. The defense closed it for us. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to the defense, man. And shout out to the team, man. This is the type of win that I wanted to see. Up and down. We was winning pretty much the whole game, but the team, the home team came back. They made a stop, and it came down to us stopping them to close the game out, and we closed it out. So yeah, shout out to the Pats, man.
Yeah, shout out to the Pats. That was a big win, man. That was the test Everybody wanted to see him play a good team, and they played. Not only did they play a good team, they played them on the road. So they played them on the road. Environment, stadium was packed. And they went out there and got a good win, man. Shout out to Trayvon Henderson too, man. He showed up big today, man.
Yeah,
big. Played the ball,
two
man.
long runs. Two. He took it to the house twice. Maybe a star is born. You know, maybe that's gonna pretty much gain trust with the coaching staff. You know, I mean, we've had questions about the coaching staff trusting him. A lot of people have been asking why he's not getting a lot of snaps. Where is he? What's going on? I mean, people were saying he doesn't block well. I mean, that's what I was hearing is blocking.
He blocked well today. I actually seen him.
Right.
I was watching that game. I thought he blocked well today.
Right. He did a lot of things well today, and I think not having Stevenson over his shoulder, I don't know, maybe that played a part. I mean, who knows, man? But man, great game on him, and I hope he continues to play this way. I'm hoping that everything is uphill from here with him. And it was good to see him, you know, run the ball really good. I mean, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards. Man, what more can you ask for? So, yeah, that was great, man. Yeah, we got Mr. Beans in the green room. He's about to come up in here, you know. So what else? What else, Stacks? I mean, what else you saw today that you liked?
I definitely like the way the defense stood up and helped Drake May out and came through and helped him out and helped him hold down that lead. And the running game, Stoney, I like to see. Been a while since we had a back that can break them long runs. So that's what you need. I mean, he's a rookie; he's gonna get better, but I like the way it showed up. Look, started off a little shaky. I walked in the game. I see the Bucks march right down the field. I'm like, damn, here we go. But then the defense settled down and held it down. I think the defense today gets the round of applause for me. I mean, they came in and held it down.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. They held it down pretty much through 3 quarters. And the reason why I say that is because, in the last quarter, they gave up a couple of plays. They let Tampa Bay get within the possession, but man, they were lights out, man. And it was good to see them get after the ball, get after the quarterback. We had sacks. We had secondary play with the receivers. Yeah, man, it was a great all-around game. It was a great all-around game. We need to keep it up. I still think the Bills is going to be a huge game, even though they lost. I don't know what's going on with them, but
they didn't lose. They got their ass popped.
Yeah, they got their ass popped. So yeah, man. Yeah, so it was a great win. What's going on, Beans?
It was good, man. I didn't want to jump in on the conversation. I know y'all got it started. What's up, people? It's the regular sports guys here, man. It's me, Mr. Beans. You got Stoney Cook and Hustle Stacks. Shout out to Sean Doe.
Beans might have been watching the Celtic game. You see, I told y'all. This is a full.
I just got off the highway. I was listening to the Celtics game on my way here, and the Celtics is kind of like rumbling and rolling with the Orlando Magic right now. They're doing pretty good. Somebody, I forget his name. I don't want to jump off the topic, but what's the kid that's scoring? Who got the high score for the Celtics right now? Stacks, you watching him? Starts with an S.
Simons. I'm sorry.
Simons is balling. Shout out to another loss. So yeah,
he's back home. He's an Orlando kid.
Hold on, man. Y'all ain't operating. Or what you call it? Pretty good, man. I got to get back in here. You got to bring that up.
No doubt, man. I got you, man. Definitely, man. I'll hook you up, man. No doubt, man. Good looking.
So shout out to Kev. What up, Kev? Shout out to Claudia Cristobal. Shout out to El Pollo Loso. And shout out to who else is another lost soul, man. Shout out to another lost soul.
Shout out to El Pollo Loso. He was in the game today.
Yep. And shout out to Joseph Gamamani. I don't know. It sounds Italian. I don't know.
Shout out to Joseph. That's brother-in-law right there.
That's your brother-in-law. Shout out to Joseph. Man.
Uncle JoJo right there. Shout out to Uncle
Okay,
JoJo.
shout out to Uncle JoJo. That's what his name is. Now that it's out there, shout out to Uncle JoJo. Yo, David Burns, man. Yeah, Jake May, man. I don't know about MVP. He do look good. He managed the game. I could just talk. I'm gonna just chime in real quick since I know you already talked about it. It was a good game, man. The Patriots had to fight hard to win that game today. It didn't look like it was gonna. It looked like, and I know you was at the game, Stacks. And to you, what do you think, man? Did it look like Baker was just trying to? For some reason, why did it look like Baker's offense was a little inconsistent? Was it the Patriots' defense?
It was the Patriots.
That's all I got to ask before we move on.
It was the Patriots' defense. It wasn't the Baker's.
Yes. It was
Come on, Beans. You hear Beans right here, Stoney? You gonna talk about that like Baker had a bad game? That defense was on his ass, Stoney.
Yeah, that defense was on his ass, man, and they gave him different looks.
You didn't think he was off a little bit. So what do you?
That defense was all over him all game.
No, man, they had him shaky, man. They had him. He just wasn't sure where the rush was coming from. They gave him different looks. They was mixing it up with him because they know his tendencies. Yeah. He likes to roll out. He likes to throw the little short pass. He likes to throw the long ball when he gets the chance. But they kept him in the pocket. And they gave him different looks. So
that's true. They didn't let him get out and run that ball on them. They didn't let him get out and run the ball, which is a good thing, man. Shout out to everybody in the out there in the streaming world, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch side of things, man. Thanks for coming through, watching the Regular Sports Guys hosted by Parlay with us, man. This is what we do twice a week, man. We try to bring y'all that commentary and that real, outlook on sports, man, from the hood, straight from the bean. So yeah, man. So what else was good today, man? Since do y'all got any more? I don't want to take over the whole board. I know Cook was doing pretty good on the conversation, the way it was going. You know what I mean? You guys could tell me where y'all want to go with this, man. But there was a few good games.
Good game. Yeah, it was a good game today. I think,
since I put the title out there, since I'm the one who dropped that title, big win for the Pats in Tampa Bay. Now, question before we move on, and we can move on after this.
I already asked him. I know what you're going to say, but I already asked him.
Now, do that put them with Buffalo losing today? Do that put Cook? I'm gonna ask you this question, and I wish Doe was here really to answer this question too. Now, do you see them now? Is this what it is now? Are they number one? They're the number one team. Are they on top of the AFC for you now?
They're the number one team in the AFC conference right now. They passed the Colts. They passed.
But the Colts took care of business and won today over there in Germany.
They took care of business, but the Colts got exposed by Pittsburgh. They got exposed, man. You put pressure on the quarterback Daniel Jones. Mm-hmm. Daniel Jones. You put pressure on Jones. He's gonna have some problems. He needs time to throw. He needs to get out the pocket. But if you could bring pressure on him, you can contain that offense. So
they kind of tried that today with Atlanta. I mean, it wasn't a squeaky game for him until my boy bailed him out. Homeboy, and a couple of players on that team there. But definitely Taylor.
Atlanta had that game.
Taylor went off, man. Taylor went off.
Taylor did more than go off.
Taylor went off.
He was on fire. He was flaming. He was on fire. Let me see what.
32 tackles, 232 totes, 246 yards. That's some running.
Thanks, David Burns, for bringing that up. I mean, David Burns, you're right. You might be right, man. He might be solidifying himself as a franchise player, man. He could be, his poise is there. The poise is maturing. I like what I see out of it. Trust me, especially to go down there in Tampa and win today. In that atmosphere, it didn't look good in the beginning. He looked kind of shaky in the first couple of series with the weather and the rate of rain was coming down on him.
Nah, that rain wasn't shit. That shit was like a quick. Anybody that lives in Florida, I mean, Stone, you live in Florida, you know, it's quick 10-minute downpour.
Quick 20-minute downpour.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, the reason why I say that, those Stacks, I watched the game and I seen a couple of places he floated in the first couple of, you know, like I said, the first few series when that rain was coming to float, he floated a few balls over there to Hollis or whatever his name is. It Hollis? That's the cat's name. Yeah, he floated a few balls on that left side over there. I don't know if that was jitters. I don't know what that was. I don't know, but he let it was a couple of them that should have landed that didn't land it, and I don't know if that was the, you know, just you know, the onslaught of the weather at that moment. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Let me see. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Colts. Hold on, let's go here. We're undefeated against NFC South this year. Yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, Alpo. Yeah, we're doing our job, man. You know, shout out to the Patriots, man. Like they, you know, it's to me what's so weird. And before we move on and talk about other teams in the slate a little bit, it's so weird that 1 year removed, and people are talking about, you know, real playoff contention, not no one and done. You know, what do you call that? Wild card weekend type shit. People are talking some real playoff contention, some real, how you want to say that? Some real home field advantage type shit. It's a lot, yo.
Bye week.
I'm kind of amazed. 1 year removed from the worst team in the fucking NFL, one of the worst teams to one of the top teams. 1 year removed.
I'm gonna have to say, shout out to Mike Vrabel, Stone.
Shout out to Mike Vrabel.
Mike
Vrabel. He has.
I'm not gonna say nothing bad. The dude's coaching up a good team. He's coaching it up. He's coaching it up.
Well, he reaches these players. That's what it is. When you got a coach that could reach players, that's what it comes down to. There's a lot of these players that are like very talented, but a lot of these coaches can't reach that talent. You know, you got to get to these players mentally as well as physically. But you know, I think it starts in the mental part first, having them believing in themselves, having them believe that got the ability to make plays and do their job. And Vrabel's good at that with the cerebral part of it. And it's showing, you know, this team is playing out their ass. A lot of these players that wasn't playing well last year are playing really well this year. So that's what it is. He's reaching these players' abilities.
I like what I see in the Pats, man. I don't want to get too overzealous, but I kind of like what I see, that the team is really building. They just need, you can see today, real quick. I'm gonna put it out there. Hot fought game to get those numbers, to get that points, to get them points. It was hard. It wasn't easy, but you can see today, really truly, not having Kayshon Boutte and even Stevenson, not having them two. Trust me, even though the young kid ran pretty good, not having Stevenson in the mix at that moment today, having him probably would have been, they probably wouldn't have been bruising him. But not having him shows you and Boutte to get that deep ball, you know. So yeah, Patriots need to make moves when they do need to make moves as far as on the receiver side. And let me see what
and again, Stoney, another.
That was a good put. Yo, he's quick, man. That kid's good, especially when he broke out to that sideline there and went down that side, like, and you know, he didn't know if he wanted to just drop or slide right before the 5 yard line. He looked over. He looked over like, can I score?
They gotta give it to him, man. That's gonna build his confidence. They gotta let him.
You're right. Yo,
you gotta let him get that one, especially with the
best part of the game.
Especially with the game he was having, man. With the game he was having, you gotta let him get that one.
Gotta let him get that, man. Come on,
yeah, you have to let him get that. I don't care what they was trying to do with the clock.
Tampa ain't gonna
burnt them right there. Like, he burnt them right there. You know what I mean? So
I like how he acknowledged them, man. I was nice. He was like, he pointed. then he was out. He's like, all right, you know.
All right, I'm out here. Good take, Jill. Good take, Jill. I like that one.
Steph, what you was gonna say? You was about to say something. You was starting to say something. Oh,
you cut me off, man. I can't remember.
My bad. I know you started to say another.
Man, go ahead.
It's all good. It'll come back to you, man.
Oh, I got it. Another deep ball for Pop Douglas and another goddamn stumble. I don't know why he.
Oh yeah. Another deep ball,
right?
I don't know what it is, man.
I don't know. Every time, bro. I'm like, bro, why he can't?
Yo, Stacks, what's up with the stumbling, man? What's with the one?
Every game he gets, it looks like he about to break free and he just fall down.
He might need to take some kind of
I never seen that before. Every time, like every game, stumble down.
He be going so. You think he's going too fast that he loses? He loses.
He might get too excited, or he doesn't want to get hit hard. So I think he's anticipating the hit.
He's a very small dude too. I seen him today, like miniature, like a small guy. So I get if he, like you said, might not want to get hit, but sometimes he's falling, he ain't gonna get hit, and he still fall. Like fuck it, I'm gonna fall down.
Yeah.
Well,
going out of bounds.
They building something there on offense. Diggs is a good blanket, for May. They need a little bit more production out of the tight end. I'll keep saying that. That's
a position that needs to be addressed. It's been
I know they're addressing running backs. For some reason, they've been addressing running back situation with all the injuries of running back. I understand that, but I really, really think that the tight end position, especially for next season, if they didn't address it this year, they need to address it. Good teams got good tight ends. Good teams got good tight ends, and I think that's what we need. Bring us over that hump. You know what I mean?
We'll get there. I mean, this is
year one. I know what you're saying.
So it's like
I know what you're saying. I
understand why they didn't make moves either, because they want to get as much as they can out of this team right now. Because if they do make a move, they don't want to make a move in the middle of the season and mess up the chemistry that they got going right now. If they're gonna make a move, it's gonna be on the off season, so that move that they make is gonna grow with the team, not come in the middle of the season.
I agree.
I think that's why they didn't make a move. They want to build a chemistry. They want to build a culture and then take it from there.
I didn't see that play, Jill. I don't know. I probably got turned away from the screen at that moment.
Yeah. I saw that play
when Diggs jumped up and caught it. That was a good catch, actually.
Yeah, it was a good catch. She's talking about when he got hit after he got hit pretty good when he caught that onside kick, and he was on the floor for a second, but he might have got his bell rung, but not enough where he was gonna concuss or anything like that. But yeah, I understand what she's talking about, because he did get hit pretty hard, but he got up, he shook it off, and he'll be okay.
All right, so let's move on real quick. The Celtics is up 78-77 on Orlando real quick. Just a little scoring update. But real quick, I'm gonna jump back a little bit back to David Burns, because we're moving on from the Pats. Thanks for the Pats. You're doing good. You're 8-2. You're leading the AFC right now. Keep it up, man. Stay healthy. Maybe you get some running backs back, and maybe you'll get Booty back after a nice week off or something like that. Maybe keep him out 2 weeks. You never know. You're gonna need him. I'm telling you. It's not like I'm not saying he's Randy Moss, but he somehow opens up and stretches the field for Drake May at certain points, certain plays that they have designed. So I think having Keyshawn Booty is essential. Y'all know that the kid he gets open. Please don't tell me people don't see that he gets open.
We need all the receivers we can get.
We need the receivers.
That's all we got right now.
So real quick, David Burns mentioned something. David, you still watching? You mentioned something. He mentioned about the Colts. Let's see. Let's go. Let's hear. No doubt the Colts 8-2 need to keep moving. Yeah, the Colts. Yo, today I watched that Colts game. Yo, if this dude, he made some mistakes in this game. If y'all watched that game this morning, he made a couple of mistakes. I'm talking about Daniel Jones, but he was able to bounce back off of those few mistakes and actually manage the game. and that kid Taylor went off.
That's
he went off.
That's the only thing, Stoney.
But some of his throws were sweet though. 2 stacks.
Yeah,
he had some good throws, man.
But my thing is, all the games they won, Taylor been the guy.
Right.
Yeah, Taylor's been, and Stoney, the way that Patriots run defense is, I'm not scared of them. I just don't think Jonathan Taylor gonna go in and look like Eric Dixon against us.
Man, 200
right.
today though.
I think
200 and change today, though, Stacks.
Yeah,
and he was making it look easy, man. This dude was skip hopping and all kinds of.
That's 32.
Yeah, but Atlanta, they run defense is horrible. I mean, they give up, they give up a lot of yards to running back. So I went and really get too, too worked up because Atlanta don't have a good run defense. And look what, don't mean to cut you off, but look what Pittsburgh did to Jonathan Taylor when they played him. He didn't really go off like that because Pittsburgh got a good run defense. So good run defense, he won't go off like that.
Yeah, and he told it 32 times. That's a lot of totes, man.
That's a lot. That's a lot of carries.
That's a lot of totes, though. A lot of totes. But Falcons was still in the game. Yo, I like Penix. Penix is growing on me. He's growing. You can't say he's not growing. The kicker play. There's some mistakes he do make. I watched the game. But yo, he can make some of them nice. He got it. Yo, the kid's good. It's just that besides the Bijan, and I think there was another guy. They need a little bit more than what they got right now on offense.
You think they got the right coach for that team? So
in Atlanta,
right?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I'm not ready to say they don't. I'm not ready to say they don't. I like his energy and his his focus. And you got to remember, they had a transition from Kirk Cousins to Penix. So I think they're trying to figure things out. This team is just too talented. They need that's why it goes back to what I was saying before. I felt like they should have addressed the defense a little more. They should address the Pitts look like he's coming around. Believe it or not, he looked like he's coming around. But they defense. That's why I felt like they should address their defense.
But that's Raheem Morris, though. But that's him. Isn't that what he is? Isn't he a defensive coordinator? A former coordinator? He was a defensive, guy?
Yeah, Raheem Morris. Yes, he is. But he inherited that team. It's not like he really, he really didn't make too many moves
to build it. You mean? Okay.
Right. Yeah. They got Bijan, I think, under his watch. Bijan. They signed Kirk Cousins. They did a lot of other things. And I felt like they should address the defense a little more. As you can see, that D line need work. I'm willing to give him another.
Oh, you froze up on me. You froze up, Crooks. You froze up.
So he caught in the Matrix right now.
He caught in the Matrix. It's that little weather we got going on right now.
Yeah, I got some snow up there.
Not even. It's just rain. It's just rain going on. I don't know, but it's been raining all day though. I ain't gonna lie, it's been raining all day.
Froze too.
He's frozen. He gonna have to come back in. I'm gonna remove him real quick. Yeah, so but no, yo, real quick, let me see what David Burns got to say real quick. Just when we think the Colts would get a win, JT goes off and blows it. Yo, listen, we just talked about that, man. He had a good game, but Stack seems to think that some of the best run defenses out there will be able to tame Jonathan Taylor, and I just think he was electric today, and that's all I was saying. Let me see. I say no Stacks the coach. Oh, you say he needs some coaching advice? You see what he said? He needs some coaching advice. I don't know, man. Yo, Raheem. I like Raheem Morris as a defensive coordinator. I just want to see really what he's doing as a coach. And now that he's building, maybe like I know what Stoney was going to say before, he got kind of like, having technical difficulties. He's going to say, give him one more. Let him get some more defensive players behind his belt.
My bad, fellas. I lost. Yeah,
that's no problem. We know. I told you there's some funny weather going on real quick up here. Some rainy, funny weather going on. I don't know, but Verizon Fios should be better than that, right? They should be running through all of this shit.
Yeah.
That's why we got Fios.
Yeah, man. I'm willing to give him another year. I'm willing to give him another year. I think.
Facts. I'm ready to give him another year. I think Raheem Morris deserves another year. He maybe be able to drop. Maybe now his GM will put some emphasis on some defensive players in the draft, and maybe they'll, it's hard to say free agency because you always talk about free agency is a sometimes a hit or miss. When you're trying to go for that big win, that big clean hit. So the building in the draft is good. All the teams that build in the draft, you see how they look now, right? So even us, like we've been doing some work in the draft and we're looking pretty decent. That's crazy. That that's all I could say with that one. But I think the Colts, they might still be there based on the talent that they have on the team. I don't think it's like a one and done with them. Stacks is saying Daniel Jones is, and even today, one of the commentators was saying Daniel Jones is going back to Daniel Jones when he was making some mistakes earlier on.
I'm telling you, man,
you bring that pressure, he's gonna make those mistakes. But they're gonna force them. I mean, when they get to playoffs or get to these big matchups and going up against these teams, they're gonna zero in on Taylor. They're gonna really zero in on him, and then they're gonna force Jones to be that guy. He's gonna have to throw that ball, especially when Taylor is probably not getting all those yards. He's gonna be forced to pass that ball, and when you force Jones to pass the ball a lot, he's prone to turn it over. So
what's
it's gonna be interesting.
It's going to be interesting. So what's some of the games that you guys was talking about this week that y'all was the Jets beat the Browns? I don't, Jets is like
0-0 past that.
I know that, but I'm just saying, wow.
Shout out to the Ravens. I told you.
Shout out to the Ravens.
I'm watching these guys.
Ravens went into Minnesota and took care of business on the Vikings. 27-19.
Convincingly, like handily beat them on the road, and I'm watching them because I think they're gonna get hot, and I think we played them right. We played the Ravens this season.
Yeah, towards the end. Yep.
Towards the end. To me, that matchup is gonna be that's gonna be another big game for us going forward, and it's gonna show a lot. And don't get me wrong, I'm already sold, but I'm ready to play these teams with confidence now. Like it's not like in the past I was like, I'm not too sure about us against these, great teams. But now I got a little more confident in playing these teams, and excited to see how they play against them. Playing the Bills again, and when we play the Ravens, because those are the teams that we're gonna face in the playoffs.
Well, okay. He's saying real quick, I'm gonna just answer some people. Wolfgang, real quick, David Burns, I'll get to you. Wolfgang says something about Super Bowl contenders. That's a question. You put a question mark. Super Bowl contenders, who? Who's the Super Bowl contenders? The Patriots? Are you asking that question?
If you're asking, I'm not ready to go that far. As Super Bowl participants, I'm willing to go. We're gonna make the playoffs.
Okay, and to revert your question, if they're not, who's better than them?
Okay, this is how I'm gonna answer it. It may not be. Remember, the best team don't always win.
No, they didn't say win. They say contenders. That means you got to get to the dance.
He is asking a legitimate question.
Mahomes.
It's a scary.
You know what I mean?
Not right now. Not right now. Stoney, if you're going to say what you said last week, Patriots not right now. So I'm going to say I'm going to say Kansas City. Not the way Kansas City been playing. Not right now. Not right now.
No, but I'm just saying, like, but what was the question you asked me? Like,
Super Bowl contenders. Super Bowl contenders mean they're going to
represent the Super Bowl.
You can make it to the Super Bowl.
You can make it to the Super Bowl. I'm not ready to go there yet because I think Kansas City is that elephant in the room right now.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not.
I think so.
No. What do you think, Beans? No. If they can't even. I don't think they can afford to lose another game.
Who's that?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Kansas City cannot even in that conference.
In that conference, they can't. In the conference, they can't.
One more game, Stone.
In the conference, they can't.
And they still have
division. In their division.
And they still have Denver twice.
Right. But you know, I'm looking at so okay. So I'm looking.
So then what about at the same token stacks? What about Baltimore then? What if they creep in?
Same with them.
But they're not. Could they make the playoffs, Beans? Yes, but as a Super Bowl contender, no. That's what I'm saying.
Baltimore, no.
That's two different questions. Could they make because Stack Beans? Look at their conference. It's not as tough as Kansas City's. It's not as tough. You got Pittsburgh, and who's always sold on Pittsburgh? Not me.
Right.
But that Kansas City division is you got the Chargers, the Chiefs, and you got the Broncos. Look like they about to run away with that. You know what I'm saying?
But the Broncos, it's gonna the way they've been winning, it's gonna catch.
They're winning, Stoney. That's the point. They're winning. They're
winning, but when they go up against a team that can score, that's not turning the ball over. That's not falling.
Why they're not worried about that? Because their defense is number one in the league. They're gonna get after you. I'm telling you right now, Kansas City's not gonna beat them twice. Not twice. They might beat them, but they'll split with them. And Kansas City still has a schedule for your ass, bro. I think Kansas City still got a heavyweight schedule.
Yeah, I think their schedule is tough.
They got a chance for 3 more games. They might not even make the playoffs.
Nah, they'll make the playoffs.
Beans, pull up their schedule. I'm curious now.
They'll make the playoffs. Kansas City and Baltimore's gonna make the playoffs, and those are the two teams that I'm worried about.
Baltimore maybe, but
Kansas City's not missing the playoffs, man. They're not gonna miss the playoffs. Not with Mahomes. Mahomes not gonna let that happen.
Let me see.
He's not gonna let that happen. And I'm telling you, I'm not sold on Denver, man. I really ain't, man.
I'm not sold on him, but I'm not sold on him. But
he couldn't do nothing against that Raiders bum ass defense.
I'm not sold on him either, but they're taking somebody's playoff spot based upon their record. That's what
definitely.
KC. Let me find.
I got it right here, Beans. I got it right here.
Good.
All right, so hold on. They lost to the Bills. All right, so next week they got the Broncos. After the Broncos, they got the Colts. After that, they got the Cowboys, Texans, Chargers, Titans, and they got the Broncos again and the Raiders. There's 2 L's in there. There's possibly 2 L's.
I say there's 1 L.
There's possibly 2 L's in there, bro. There's possibly 2 L's. Because okay.
What about the Cowboys? You don't think the Cowboys might sneak one on them?
Hell no. Cowboys. No. The Cowboys. They're not. The Cowboys are not going to beat Kansas City. That's what I'm saying. So
they got the Broncos next week. Now, if they lose that game, that turkey almost done. That turkey almost done.
I like that analogy.
Listen, turkey almost. If they lose that game next week to the Broncos,
the turkey's almost done. No, for real.
If you look at the standings in the AFC, you got those top 3. I don't see Patriots, Colts, and Broncos. I don't really see them losing too many more games. I'm not gonna lie to you, because the Colts conference is garbage, hot garbage. All right, the Patriots, all we got to worry about is Buffalo. All right, but I don't see
Baltimore.
They're not conference. I said conference. They're not
division.
Conference.
You mean
they
division.
are not conference. You mean division?
Division. I'm not worried about Buffalo with that sliced cheese ass, Baltimore with that sliced cheese ass defense. Not me. Just because Lamar back, he don't play D, he play offense. I'm not worried about Baltimore. That defense is putrid. It's 31st. 31st. That's terrible. That's beyond. You can't be a contender with your defense at 31.
No, they can't be 31st. Right, I think it's the Bengals is 32, and
the Ravens defense is right there, bro. You can't be a contender.
They're probably 29, 28
with your defense that bad. You got to stop somebody. And going into going into the playoffs, if you play Baltimore, you say, okay, they got Lamar, but I know I can get some points on them. You know what I'm saying? So if you get into a shootout, I like my chances. I like my chances against Baltimore. But that defense is horrible. You can't be ranked that low in defense and be a contender. You just can't.
No, I wouldn't say about a contender. I know. I just know they'll get into the wild card.
I agree with that. I agree with that, Beans. But as a contender, no. You think they can go to the Super Bowl? The Baltimore?
No.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying.
No. But I mean, it's hard to answer those questions right now. I think we gotta wait a little more. We gotta see how this season's
halfway done.
Yeah, but there's still more games to play. I mean, injuries can happen. Like it's hard.
David, we're not saying that the Patriots is not down by a long shot. Definitely not. I mean, the Ravens is not out by a long shot. They're not down and out. No, we're just saying that. I get what Stacks is saying. They're not Super Bowl contenders.
Not that defense. No way.
Oh, rest in peace to Lenny Wilkins, man.
Oh yeah,
man.
Oh wow, Lenny Wilkins passed. Rest in peace to Lenny Wilkins. Wow, man. Yeah, man.
But yeah, I feel like
we're out definitely, David. But we're not. They're not going to contend for no Super Bowl.
No. I think we need to let this season.
I tell you what, there's no way.
Get closer to the postseason.
I don't think Kansas City and Baltimore can make it. One of them going to be on the outside looking in.
Yeah,
I don't think both.
That's a big statement right there.
I don't think both.
I disagree.
You think they'll both get in? Who else is there, man? You still.
Oh, hold on. Let me look.
Well, I'm gonna look at the standings right now. I think the Jaguars.
They're gonna win their conference, so they're gonna get in. So they're not. So they ain't gonna fall off. So stop. We can.
They'll win the division. AFC South.
They're gonna win their division, so they're gonna get in.
Well, the Steelers. I mean, look. Baltimore can still win a division.
Damn, David, you really want the Ravens to get to the Super Bowl? I feel you. I don't know.
Baltimore can still win a division in the Chiefs.
But I don't think it's happening, David. I'm telling you that right now.
Take the Bills for that playoff spot, and that's how they both gonna get it. The Bills may not make it.
Wow,
Bills.
Nah.
Wow, that's a shocking statement.
That's a shock to me too. I think the Bills.
So after what y'all saw today, I mean, y'all have any confidence in the Bills? I mean.
Yeah, I do. I think you.
What happened today?
You're the biggest Bill bandwagon I ever seen. I'm surprised you said that, bro.
I know.
Well,
I know.
No. I love.
That's why I said I wouldn't bet. You know me. I ain't betting against Pat. But
losing. They losing too many games.
No, they are losing. They are losing too many games.
So is Kansas City. That's my point.
But Kansas City is on the rise. They're going in opposite directions.
Lost. How they on the rise? It is lost.
They just lost one game. The Bills lost what? Look, in the last. Let me see right here. I got it right here. The Bills. They're like.
The Bills are 6-3. Kansas City's 5-4, and they got a chance to be 5-5 if they don't beat the Broncos.
Well, you got to remember, Kansas City. They was beat up early in the year, so a lot of those losses they didn't have. They was missing all their receivers, and they was battling injuries. Now they got their receivers back. They've been winning. Yeah, they lost last week.
They had receivers back last week and lost, bro.
I just think they just got that championship pedigree, man. Where I feel like the home is not going to miss the playoffs, man. It's going to be interesting to see how it pans out. Definitely, it's going to be interesting, but. My prediction is Baltimore and Kansas City will be in that postseason.
You got the Patriots, Bills. Patriots and Bills. I think they locked. That's just me. You got I'll give you the Steelers and the Ravens. That's 4. Then you got the Colts and Jaguars. That's 6. Then you got the Broncos, Chargers. That's 8, bro. So somebody got a flip-flop. That's what I'm saying to you right there.
Well,
somebody got a flip-flop. Because I don't see the Broncos having a meltdown. I don't see the Patriots having a meltdown.
And there's
I don't see the Colts having a meltdown.
There's enough games left. I mean, we got what? 7 games left. You know, I mean, so the season. I mean, yeah, we're halfway through, but
halfway through the grind ain't happened yet.
Yeah,
let's didn't happen now. You're right. Stop, Crook.
Because if any of these teams if any of these teams go on to think about it, all it takes is a 2-game losing streak. You know, and then the other team,
Crook is kind of right. Even by him saying 7 games left, the nitty gritty of the cold, the winter hasn't kicked in yet.
And the head-to-head matchups are going to be big too.
Winter's coming, and that's when they'll change. That's when you see a difference of what's going on.
They don't beat Denver twice. You don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's too early, really.
I don't think they beat Denver twice. They struggle with Denver. Every time the Chiefs struggle with Denver every year. So I just don't think they'll beat them twice.
That's a divisional game.
Denver cannot. They just can't.
That's a divisional game.
Denver's got a problem scoring. I don't know why.
And at points and at times, Kansas City has problems scoring too. Stoney at times.
Yeah, but they didn't have Rice.
And one more thing, they cannot run the ball. You got to run something.
They having a problem running the ball.
Yeah, they have a problem running the ball. But is that the guy Smith, Brashad Smith? I mean, they're gonna bring him out a little more, man, because I think he's the next one up. But I mean, look, man, we gonna see. It's gonna be interesting. But you know, if you ask me, is Baltimore and Kansas City gonna be in there? My answer is yes. Like, you know, I could go as far as saying that they'll definitely be there when it's all said and done. They'll both be in the playoffs, and I think the Bills might be our team out.
Hold on, hey Beans, look at the Ravens schedule. You're gonna tell me they got? I'm gonna tell you, be careful with them Jets. Jets can fuck around and get them. I'm just telling you that right now.
I don't think so.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Ever since that owner said some shit, they ain't been playing bad. All right. So then they got the Bengals. That should be a win. They got to play the Steelers. That's always tough. Then after the Steelers, they got the Bengals. They should beat them.
Yep.
Then they got. Listen, they finish up with the Patriots, Ravens, and the Steelers. Is an L in there somewhere? It's maybe 2 L's. There's maybe 2 L's in there somewhere. That's all.
And who finishes up like that?
The Ravens. The Ravens. They gotta go. They gotta go to Green Bay.
Get that schedule. Another lost soldiers drop for the Bills. KC, Tampa Bay, Pitt, Eagles, man. Houston, Pats. Yeah, the Bills is in trouble.
They're in trouble, man.
That's a lot.
I see possible.
Hold on, that schedule's wrong because they already beat KC, so that you can scratch them off the list. They just beat KC last week, right? They beat KC.
Yeah, they beat KC.
So they beat KC.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I think they'll beat Pittsburgh. That's just my opinion. And I ain't sold on Pittsburgh, and I know they'll beat Houston. Houston's up and down, and sometimes
Houston came back and won today, right?
I wouldn't be surprised. Even though that's my second favorite team, they might fuck around and get the Eagles be shaky sometimes. I mean, sometimes you can go into Philly and ease one out if you play them just right. So that schedule is some teams on there, but there's also that's 50-50 ball. If they play 50-50 ball with that schedule, they're in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? They're in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying. I just don't see, and plus, their defense is better than Baltimore's defense. Is horrible. I don't know if y'all watched them. Their defense is bad, man. It's bad. I'm telling you.
But it's not always bad, though. I get what you're saying.
Bad, though.
I feel like their defense is bad against those good offenses, you know. And I don't know. And
in the playoffs, you're gonna have good offenses, though.
Yeah.
No, but I'm not. I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying they have a good enough defense to get there. That's why I'm my point right now. I'm not saying Baltimore.
You're right. You're right.
Contenders, but I'm saying they will be in the playoffs. I think their defense is good enough to get them there and to compete come playoffs time. You know, and you're talking about a team that's experienced, and
you haven't watched that defense. And first of all, they got too many injuries on defense too. So that's number one. That defense is terrible, man. I'm telling you.
David Burns, you kind of right, man. I think even without Joe, they should have been 6-3 because that backup quarterback, but he's trash.
Listen,
they're gonna have to. The coach is done there. That's all I got to say. I guarantee you that coach is.
Nah. They're gonna give him another year. Maybe after another year they'll reevaluate things. But yeah, they lost Burrow. They don't got Burrow.
That dude's gonna be there as long as he. Remember, they never fired Marvin Lewis for years.
Right. Yeah, that's why I don't. There's no. Nah,
you could be right.
He done a lot. Don't get me wrong. He done a lot early in his career too. They went to the Super Bowl. They've been to playoffs. They beat. If anything, they was the kryptonite to the Chiefs for some years. For like the last, when Mahomes was balling out, they was the only team that was able to beat Mahomes during that era that the Chiefs were winning them Super Bowls. It was the Bengals. The Bengals was their.
Oh yeah, Bengals was their nemesis.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
They had that recipe to beat Mahomes. So
That's
they
true.
beat Mahomes in the AFC Championship.
To go to the Super Bowl.
They made it to the Super Bowl. So
that's
he's
true.
gonna be there for a while.
The Baltimore Ravens defense allowed 379 yards a game.
Wow.
379 in one football game. 379. That's a lot, bro.
But
well, they're currently on a 3-game winning streak right now, so we're gonna see what that translates into. I'm telling you, this team is heating up. Lamar's on some shit right now. He knows it's go time, so we're gonna see.
Lamar is never the problem, bro.
No, I know he's not the problem, but his energy could do something to that defense. It just be like that sometimes. Our defense was leaky. What happened to us throughout the year? We couldn't stop the Raiders, to save our lives, and all of a sudden they playing good defense. So it just goes that way sometimes. Yeah, the defense is bad, but
it's called coaching and being healthy on injuries. It's called coaching.
I feel like
unless Lamar can play his fucking free safety, then it ain't got.
No, I'm just saying. I feel like the defense can get better throughout the season. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they giving up all these yards and stuff, but they can get better. I mean, it'd be like that
real quick,
as you talk bring that vibe and that what you call it? He might bring that momentum, man, and it spreads. Everybody start playing well.
Yeah, Wolfgang, defense has been huge for the Pats. Wolfgang, 2-1-1-2.
But not the first 3 weeks they wasn't. So you know what I mean?
The defense. I think the Patriots defense kind of like grow up. But real quick, man, I'm gonna run down. Your Giants lost again. They're close. You said it, but they lost again to the Bears. The Bears came back and won that game. I think David Burns mentioned that earlier on in the chat.
Yeah, but they covered. They covered the spread though.
You said hold on, Beans. What did he say, Beans? What did he say, Beans?
I think he said they was gonna win this game.
No. He said
I said they was gonna cover.
No, at the beginning of the shit before football season started, you said the Giants are gonna be the surprising team.
But they got hit with.
He did say that.
They got hit with injuries. Like if they don't lose, they don't lose neighbors.
They
losing before he got hurt, Stoney. Stop it. Stop it.
All right.
Giants.
What do you want me to say? I mean,
exactly.
They got
and then
injuries.
ask Jaguars. What happened with that Jaguars Texans game? Can you tell me? Y'all know anything about
defense? That? The Jaguars defense fumbled. They coughed up that whole game. They couldn't stop Houston. I mean, it's another case of just bad defense.
That's just the Jaguars being the Jaguars.
Bad defense. I mean, the whole game they had the whole game under control.
They had the whole game under control, and then
this dude was out. Stroud is out.
Stroud was out.
They had this team up against the wall, and the defense just couldn't stop them. They just couldn't make a play.
The Jaguars, that's what they do, man. The Jaguars, we talk about the Jaguars. That's the team Kansas City lost to, by the way. So it's the Jaguars are just up and down. They may win 2 more games, then lose 2 more games. That's just how.
So let's talk about these last 2. I'm not going to mention the one in the middle, but I'm going to talk about these last 2. Seahawks, Cardinals. Seahawks took care of business. Did you mention that Seahawks is one of them teams that you were talking about?
Come out the NFC. Yeah,
I agree. I agree with Stoney about that. I'm agree with him on that one. Big game
next week though. against another team that's on the rise, and that's the Rams, man. The Rams ain't playing either, so they
Yeah.
at the Rams next week, and that's gonna be a big game.
That's gonna be a great game. That should be game.
That's gonna be a great game.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
The Seahawks, they got the total package. You know, from that standpoint, they got everything that you need in a great team, man. And yeah, they definitely gonna be that team coming out the NFC.
No bullshit, though. No bullshit. The Cardinals got something to think about, even though we know he's a journeyman, right? Your man, Jacoby Brissett threw for 258 for 2 TDs. He slung it a lot, though, 22 for 44. But, yo, them numbers, man, compared to your boy Murray, they're going to have to think about that, even though they lost the game.
They need to think about that quarterback situation, but I don't think Brissett's the
Not the answer.
Yeah,
no. He's not the answer. He's like that stopgap.
Yeah, the gap. He's the bridge.
He's the bridge.
He's a good number two. He's a good number two.
He's a great number two, man. He'll hold it down while the starters out. Definitely, he's a great. He's definitely gonna have a job in this league because he comes off that bench and he goes to work.
So before I switch gears, I'm gonna run through 2 more things. The Lions took care of business against the Commanders, obviously, because the Commanders was down. Their team is hurting right now. I had to drop McLaurin from my fantasy because he's just a wash for the season. Yeah, he's a wash. I dropped him. I made some moves. And you know who I picked up today? Both Patriots wide receivers, and they both had a good games, but I had them on the bench. No bullshit. That rookie named Williams, the kid Williams, and the kid Hollins. I had both of them. Yo, listen, I'm like, why did I not play these 2 dudes and they had good games today? I should have felt that way, knowing that Booty wasn't playing. I should have started at least one of them 2. But real quick, like you said, the sleep attack team right now on the low. The Rams took care of the 49ers 42-26. And you're right. That team in the NFC too that's still there on a sleeper is the Rams. I wasn't paying attention to them, but yeah, the Rams are looking good, man. I'll give you some.
Great. I mean, Stafford, man, this guy
280 out of Stafford, 4 TDs.
He's still doing his thing, man.
Mac Jones not bad though. I mean, but he had to do too much. Look at this again, just for numbers, real quick. On Mac Jones. Mac Jones got this spot, man. If Mac Jones don't got this spot, there's something really like I don't know.
No, Mac Jones ain't got that spot.
319.
No, that's Purdy's spot. They just
33 for 39, 3 TDs.
Nah, they're gonna. I think they still
1 INT.
Nah, but it's not going to be Jones. Another example, but he's a great backup. You know, he's a great.
You don't think he could be a starter out here?
No, I mean not for the 49ers.
I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna go back.
Not for the 49ers. Not what the 49ers want to do.
No, listen. I think he could be a starter with the 49ers, but he won't be. I think they're gonna hold on to him. I think they won't let him go. But I'm just telling you, Kyle Shanahan in that system. He could be now if he goes somewhere else, no. But I think that system is
allowing him to shine.
Yeah, Stoney, I just think he fits there. I think Kyle Shanahan. I just think he works good with quarterbacks like that, man.
I think he's just not durable enough to be that guy. I think that's my problem with him. He'll do, but I don't think he can last.
That he had here with durability and stuff. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Arm strength.
The grind of the whole season, and he gets beat up. Remember, he gets beat up. Had he started from the beginning, I think he would have been out already on the injury reserve. Remember, he came in halfway, pretty much. So
I think they're gonna keep him though. I think they're gonna keep him. That's gonna be a controversy in about 1 or 2 more years. You watch what I say. 1 or 2 more years.
Well, I know this game already started, so we really can't do no best bets on this Chargers Steelers game.
But I got one for tomorrow.
I know you do, but Crook, we can talk about what you think about this Chargers Steelers game. What do you think gonna come out of that game today?
It's gonna be low scoring.
Okay.
And I like the Steelers. I like the Steelers to come out.
You like the Steelers to go to LA and win?
I like them to stay within the number. They were 3.5 point underdogs. And I think this game is going to come down to a field goal. But I would sprinkle something on the money line with the Steelers. Definitely. I think the Steelers could win this game, but I definitely know that they're going to be they're gonna be within 3 points. This is gonna come down to a field goal, and you're giving me 3.5. I'm definitely taking the Steelers with that. So I know definitely it's gonna be a close game, and it's gonna be low scoring. So under 45. That was the total for the game. I think it's gonna be under 45 points because the Steelers, they're gonna play their game. That's what they like to do on the road. They like to run the ball, grind it. Especially a high scoring team like the Chargers. They want to keep Herbert on the bench.
Is up and down, man. I'm not convinced about the Chargers. Everybody had high hopes for the Chargers, but something's not right there with that team too. But before we go forward, let's get that. Yeah, shout out, man, to Stoney Sportsbook. We're about to give that best bets for tomorrow's games. Stoney, we got tomorrow game, Monday Night Football. We got the Eagles against the Packers. A nice game tomorrow. The Packers is like, ooh, they got this is shut up and show up type of game for the Packers. Really, they started off their season pretty hot. I mean, their numbers ain't that bad. They 5-2-1. They tied a game, but I think that game was tied against the Cowboys. Was it the Cowboys? No, somebody else. They tied against somebody. But the Eagles
early in the year, yeah, it was early in the year.
Early in the season. Eagles, Packers, man. What do y'all think, Packers? Go ahead, man. Give me your best bets, Stoney.
I'm taking the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles to win.
Okay.
A healthier team. They coming off a bye. They know it's go time. The Packers lost one of their top receivers, which is their tight end, Kraft. I mean, Kraft was such a pivotal part of that offense, especially, with Reed out. I know the other receiver came back from injury, Christian. I forgot his last name, but they lost Christian Watson, exactly. But they lost what's this guy's name? Kraft. They lost Kraft. I mean, you talking about a guy that put up 100+ yards the game before last, because I think the last game is when he got hurt, but the game before that he put up 100, over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's a great tight end, and he was Jordan's Love outlet. He was his guy. So
right.
He's out injured.
Right.
So I like the Eagles. They're healthier, and they're coming off a bye. So yeah, I'm taking. I mean, right now the spread's like 2. The Packers are favored by 2.5 points. So I'm definitely taking the Eagles. I'll take the 2.5, but I'm taking them to win straight up. They should win. They should win tomorrow night.
Nice.
Shout out to the Ravens. The Ravens came home for us. That was one of my picks last week. The Ravens came home for us.
Okay. All right.
The Steelers is pending because the Steelers was another play I gave last week. They pending. They up 3-0 right now. So, we're pretty good.
Nice.
Shout out to the Celtics for winning tonight too.
Shout out to the Celtics for winning, man. Definitely, because it was looking ugly early, man. But great win for them, man, and especially because they were losing by a good margin. They stuck in there. Grind it out.
4 seconds.
He said it's 4 seconds. He said, "Hold on, it's 4 seconds." Yeah, they should pull this out right now. Right now, it's 111.05, right? 105, right?
It's a wrap. It's over. Yeah.
111. Oh yeah, 107. Okay, I see that they just scored. Okay,
they win, man. They came back and played the same team that beat them, same situation at home, and it's great. They growing, man. I'm not worrying about them, man. Man, come talk to me after the All-Star break. This team is they're gonna be on a tear, man. They're gonna figure it out, and when they get their guy back, watch out, man. We'll be back.
Nice. I like that. I like the enthusiasm. As far as with the Celtics are concerned, I haven't been able to watch too many of the games. I haven't been able to really key in on them real quick, to tell you the truth. I really want to see what they got, what the product look like, because I know it's all different. Yeah, man, I wasn't able to catch my college football this weekend. I was just too busy. I wanted to talk a little bit of college football, but I was a little too busy this week to get in on any of the games.
Indiana Hoosiers.
Indiana, okay.
They rolling too.
They doing their thing, man. That's a team to watch out for, man. Indiana Hoosiers, Ohio State, definitely
Ohio State.
there.
Oh yeah, man. Ohio State,
Texas A&M.
A&M.
Be careful with those guys,
A&M.
man.
Yeah, A&M.
So it's gonna be interesting this year, man. You know, I'm not saying it's wide open, but a lot of teams got something to say.
I agree.
Yo, is USC building something again, Stacks?
No.
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 They've been winning some games though, right?
Yeah, but they got to be better than that's.
They're number 19. They ranked though.
Nah, but they're not going anywhere though. They're gonna make a bowl.
You know how long they haven't been ranked?
Nah, they was ranked last year too, like that. They was ranked last year.
They got Lincoln Riley over there. They expected to make playoffs. And
that's exactly.
They're on their team right now. They fuck all that rank shit. They need to be like one of those teams.
At the end of the day, Stoney, that's USC. They should be better.
That's USC, man. They're not.
That's USC, dog.
They should be better. They should be better. Real quick,
that's like USC is USC. Notre Dame. You know what I'm saying?
Notre Dame's coming.
They're coming business against LSU. Yo, that's crazy.
Yo,
LSU
and they coming.
You know what I'm saying?
LSU too. Hell yeah.
They'll
be back next year. They'll be back next year.
Programs. I'll tell you that right now. Ain't no lose. Your ass out of there.
Out of there.
Yeah. You can't. There's no building, man. You gotta come.
Yo, I was watching some of that Notre Dame Navy. And in the first quarter, North Navy act like they was about to run with They was about to run with Notre Dame. Then Notre Dame just broke out on their ass. I was like, oh shit! I was like,
Navy would be down 24-14, and they're running the ball every goddamn down. I've never seen a Navy quarterback throw the rock Stoney longer than 10 yards.
No, but believe it or not, these little what they call these schools, these servicemen, these military schools, they throwing it a lot more than they have in the past. Yo, they throwing it a little more.
You still got to throw the ball a little bit more. They
got to throw a little bit more.
Anytime your quarterback, his average attempts in the game is 13. I'm like, God damn. If you're a quarterback, your rushing attempts shouldn't be more than your passing attempts, bro. That's crazy.
Army's the number one fucking corporate for that, man. Them dudes,
they'll be down 24-0. They ain't gonna throw the ball. They gonna keep running that ball.
And
Miami won against Syracuse 38-10.
Miami got me upset right now. I don't even want to talk no Hurricane football.
Vandy beat Auburn 45-38.
Yeah, they ain't nothing going on there. I mean, Vandy, I think they fucked up their chances when they lost last week.
Yeah. They dropped hard. They down to number 17 now. They down at 17 now. And they were just up there. They was number 3, 4? They was up there.
They was undefeated. That's what it took. They were undefeated, man. And they can only afford to lose one game, and they already lost 2, so they like out of it because they're a small school to begin with. You know, they start the schedule.
Right.
That's the type of school that needs to be. They need to be like, you know,
the schedule was good, Stoney, because they're in the SEC. So their strength of schedule always going to be good. Is that they losing 2 games they shouldn't lose. That's their problem.
Right. Games that they shouldn't lose. Exactly.
Yeah. But nice, man. Any basketball before we move on?
Man, I'm just telling y'all, man, if y'all ain't watching college basketball right now, y'all, this core of freshmen is crazy right now. Shout out to Carmelo.
I got to get on that. I got to do some more.
Shout out to Carmelo Anthony's son too at Syracuse. He's playing pretty good.
Oh yeah, he had a big game. His first game, he had a big.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you right now, this group. I ain't mad at it. If the Celtics make the playoffs, I'm happy. If they don't, I'm happy too. Because I want to get one of these kids. I ain't gonna lie to you, dog. I'm telling you straight up. I'm just telling you straight up. One of these
real quick, I was reading something, Stacks. Tell me, Rajah Bell's son.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty good.
I heard he's pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty good. But I'm telling you, the kid from North Carolina, he's tough. He just destroyed Kansas. And Kansas got a kid too, Darren Peterson. But Arizona, Louisville, dude with Carlos Boozer's sons over there. I mean, of course, the kid from Brockton, Diabanza at BYU. I mean, this freshman class is the best I've seen in a long time. It really is. And I thought last year's freshman class was good. This one's pretty good.
I gotta check them. I'm gonna check them. I'm gonna catch up with them.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna catch up with it. Definitely.
It's a busy time in sports, man. You know, it's
man. You got college football, you got college basketball, you got the NBA, you got the NFL, man. You got the hockey stuff going on. You got the
NBA 6 in a row, Stoney.
Yeah, I think something like that. I know. I last saw it was 504. Now
the Bruins?
Bruins.
Yeah. They're like they won 5 in a row, I think.
I think it's 5 in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, shout out to the Bruins, man. That's a good win.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man.
They need to just do that in the playoffs, man. Just finish it off in the playoffs, man.
Yeah, well, that's what a lot of us.
This regular season thing is cool. I like the Bruins, and you hear their numbers and shit in the regular season. Then as soon as they get to the playoffs, they lose to like fucking the Islanders.
Florida Panthers.
But in their defense, Stoney, Florida Panthers been beating every goddamn body.
I know
they've been beating everybody, but man, they beat us.
Back to back champs now, right? Back to back.
Are they back to back right now?
Yeah,
I think they are. Yeah,
and I think they've been to the Cup three years in a row.
I think 4.
Wow. Yeah, they doing their thing, man. That's the team right now. They're like the old Tampa Bay Lightning. They what the Tampa Bay Lightning used to be.
Yeah.
Before them, it was the Lightning. They used to be that team that was doing their thing and shit, winning championships and, being that elephant in the room. But now it's the Panthers. Now they doing that.
Right. And that's that. Where's the Panthers? Down in where?
Florida.
Miami.
Sunrise. Sunrise, Stoney, right? Sunrise, I think.
Sunrise, yeah.
Sunrise.
Which same thing.
About 45 minutes from Miami.
Yeah, that's up north, right?
Yeah, north.
Yeah, I seen that. I've been up Sunrise before. Yeah, I know exactly. Nice area.
Nice area.
It is beautiful area.
Very nice area. Yeah, very nice area. But yeah, man. Yo, thanks, man. Yo, we did a good show today. We got a lot of things in. Hold on, I see a couple comments I forgot to answer. Michigan staying in the top 25. Yo, Ohio State is that team, though, David Burns. Real quick, Ohio State is that team. Ohio State is that team, David.
Yeah, why shouldn't they be number 1 again?
Yeah, why shouldn't they? Right, yo. Who's
better than Ohio State right now? And don't say no goddamn Indiana.
And
they played each other though, right?
I think so. I think they are playing the Big Ten championship.
The Big Ten championship. Woo, that's fire.
I gotta keep that in mind. Like I gotta put that on the calendar. But yeah, man, it was a great show. Shout out to everybody in the YouTube and the Facebook. Shout out to David Burns. Shout out to the team in the YouTube, all the subscribers, man. Everybody who came in and chimed in and joined in the chat. Excuse me today for my tardiness, but I was trying to make it here, man, but I made it. You know what I mean? I was on the highway, didn't want to speed too much, but I made it in time so we could get it in and chop it up like we normally do. The regular sports guys giving y'all that roundtable talk every Sunday, every Thursday, and it's all sports, man. We try to get it all in that little short space of time.
David Burns, you see how biased you are? You see what he say? Stone, he said Texas Tech should be number 1. Get the fuck out of here.
Let me see their standings. Hold on. Why would he say that?
They lost to some team that they shouldn't have lost to. That's why they fell down. Hold on.
Texas Tech.
No. They're gonna be a dangerous team in the playoffs, but they're not number 1 though.
Yeah, nobody's getting no Texas Tech number 1.
Yeah, so they lost to Arizona State, which was
I like Texas. He said, "Yeah, I like Texas Tech." Yeah, I know you're a Texas guy, David.
Dave Burns, they're gonna be a dangerous team, though. I'll tell you that.
They'd be dangerous. They'd be like hey, Stoney. They'll be like TCU was that year and get their ass popped.
Yo, Stacks. Why you gonna do him like that? He said it's gonna be like
Texas.
TCU.
Stop it, man.
He said, I just don't care about the Longhorns, the Texan Longhorns.
That's what you should care about.
That's what you should, man. What are you talking about? Don't you got a future? Don't they got the future quarterback on that team?
They thought. They thought, Stoney, right? They thought they hyped him up. They really did hype him up, though. I ain't gonna lie, they hyped up the kid. He got to stay in school now. He can't come out of school now.
He got it, but he'll be all right though.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be all right. But like B said, the way they hyped him, we just thought
the way they hyped him, boy. Woo.
But this season humbled him, you know, and maybe that'd be good. I like to see guys, you know, play a little more and get better, man.
You think he'll hit the portal? You think he'll hit the portal?
No.
Hell no.
Too much NIL money at Texas, Beans. Too much.
Too much NIL money. Hell no. You don't leave Texas.
That's oil money right there.
I know, but you don't leave Texas. Not the Longhorns. Hell no. I wouldn't be.
I understand that, but okay.
Nah, man.
How many more he got? How many more? 2 years? 2?
He got one more. He probably do one more.
He got one more
year. One more year. He got one after next year.
And then
he better ball out next year because he ain't getting drafted if he don't. He don't get drafted by the name.
Yeah, he's gonna get drafted. He's coming in the league. He's coming.
I'll be honest with you. The quarterbacks coming out. There's no quarterback standing out this year in college like that. He probably get drafted this year, but he would have a better chance to get drafted. And plus, he ain't hurting for no goddamn money. His last name is Manning. So just stay in school, get your NIL money, and sharpen up your tools and get back to it. That's all.
Yes, get back to it exactly. And I think he owes that to Texas. I think if Texas don't make noise this year, they definitely gonna make noise next year. Definitely.
No, why, David? Because they in the SEC and they played a heavyweight schedule. They lost to teams that they should have lost to. I mean, or shouldn't have beat. They've lost games to teams that are good, really good, really good.
Yeah, they have some bad losses. You know, I mean, they can make the playoffs, but they had some bad losses, and they couldn't score in a lot of these games either.
They lost to Georgia, and they lost to, I think, Bama. And so they no bad losses, really.
Well, I mean, they couldn't score in the sense of that. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but if you were a committee, you look at them losses, you be like, I'll give them a pass on them L's right there. Because those teams are good. Everybody, oh man, Alabama lost to Florida State, and look at them now. Look at them now.
I know, right?
They back to being. They was Alabama when they lost to Florida State. Now they back to Bama.
Now they back to Bama. Stats, you're right. Facts. Now they back to Bama. No bullshit, yo. With the people though, yo, you don't play around with that team, dog. Like, I don't know. They just got and I hate them. Trust me, I hate them. Like, because I'm tired.
Florida. Texas lost to Florida.
Yeah, that's a bad L. That's a bad L.
And they lost to Ohio State.
Yeah, that's a good L. That's a good L.
Yeah.
They lost to somebody else too, I think. So
it was just them two.
Oh, that ain't. I can live with that.
And they only scored 7 points against Ohio State.
Florida beat somebody else that was good.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, Florida beat. Yeah, Florida beat
I could have sworn they beat somebody else that was good.
They beat Mississippi. Mississippi State ain't. That's it. They beat Mississippi State. They beat Texas. Yeah, and that's it. And they beat LIU.
Oh yeah, LIU.
But they lost to LSU, Miami, Texas A&M.
LIU.
Yeah, that's a hell of a schedule.
That's a hell of a fucking schedule, man. Georgia, and then they got Kentucky, Ole Miss, Tennessee. Shit,
that's Florida's schedule.
Yo, Florida's schedule. Look at the notable opponents. Let's start with LSU, Miami, Texas A&M, Georgia, Ole Miss, and Tennessee. Oh shit! they got some recruiting to do, man.
Yeah, they do.
because that's another program that can't be fucking around either. They expected to.
Well,
to
they already fired their coach. He gone.
Yeah, because they won championships.
Florida.
The Gators.
They won championships. They won.
With Urban Meyer.
Yeah, with Urban Meyer.
And Spurrier, Steve Spurrier.
Spurrier had the serial killer running around then. Like,
with Tim Tebow and shit.
Shout out to Tebow.
Shout out to Tebow, man. He willed that team to one of those championships, man.
Texas Tech ain't going. David Burns, could we stop the
Tech? Gonna be number one next year.
Tech, man.
Yeah.
Brother for I don't think Texas Tech ever been. They wouldn't even give him Mahomes was there. So
Nah, they wasn't. This is their best year in a long time.
When Pat was there, nigga,
Texas Tech had that receiver, Stoney. When he came in the league, he had a hell of a year.
Yes, he played for the 49ers.
Yeah, Crabtree. Crabtree. That was the best year Texas Tech ever had in their life, right there. Who did man? Now I'll give that Burns. I'll give it to y'all in basketball. Y'all keep something going in basketball.
No, Manziel played for A&M.
Yeah, Manziel
played for A&M. Yeah,
Burns, but I ain't giving you no football for no Texas A&M. Texas Tech. I mean, I'm sorry.
He said, "Nah, I'm messing with stats."
I heard where they play, they got some like hardcore fans over there, man. I heard that ain't nothing to be fucking with.
That Texas football,
that Texas football is dope.
If you go to Texas Tech as an opponent, like a fan, they say you better be ready.
Yeah,
dude, they're gonna bring it to you.
All those Texas schools, man, like you said, all that SEC, the Texas, all that Southeast Conference, Texas, all that shit, that shit's big football, man. Florida, Louisiana, you know what I mean? Georgia, Bama.
The NIL get no better than that SEC NIL.
There you go.
Yeah, that SEC NIL is different. That's
crazy. Different. Now you got Ole Miss trying to get back in there. You got a lot of teams trying to, like, you know.
Remember
Texas.
They added Oklahoma and Texas. Woo.
Texas Tech, they spent some. Was it them that spent some change on players?
Texas. It was Texas. Texas had Bijan driving the Lambo freshman. Remember?
Nah, it was Texas, but I think this year it's Texas. Is it Texas Tech? Nah, they was talking about it. Like, yo, let me look.
North Texas is a good school. Is that a college or a high school?
That's North Texas? No, that's a college.
You try to be funny.
North Texas, they score a lot of points. No, that's a college.
That's a college, man.
No, A&M spent a lot of change. A&M.
Shout to North Texas, man. The mean green. He said that.
Is that a JV? Is that a JV school? Like, what is that?
Ooh, man, they ain't good though.
Texas A&M spent a lot of change this year. They like the most. I think they spent the most money this year.
A&M.
A&M, Texas A&M, yeah.
It's showing too, though.
It's showing.
Oh yeah, they 9-0.
Yeah, it's showing. They came. They wasn't there last year. I didn't expect A&M to be in there. I thought I thought Texas would be the Longhorns. I thought they'll be in there.
Jimbo Fish is still over there?
Hell no, they've been.
Hell no. What the fuck am I thinking? Hell, they been tossed his ass. Him and the other dude, Kelly. Kelly's out of there, out of LSU. They got his ass out of there.
Yeah, got his ass out of there. He said Texas A&M suck.
They're pretty good, man.
They are pretty good.
They're pretty good. Let me tell you, A&M, they doing their thing.
They got some good wins.
They got some good wins, man. They in the SEC, man.
Yeah.
So what's going on with your boy in the ACC? Is he done? Is he cooked?
Hell no. They've been winning.
Who?
You talking about Belichick?
Yeah.
I think he on a 2-game win streak.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Remember, they building over there, man. They building, man. Look, he's God over there. All that shit about him on the hot seat and all that, hell no. His presence alone is major for them. So yeah, he's building a culture over there.
I know we about to go. We gotta go real quick. But real quick, Stacks, let me ask you one last question about that since we just brought up Bill. Do you think Bill's gonna recruit better next year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because you would think that some of the best would want to go there now that he's dead. That's what I'm asking. Like, don't you think some of the best, some of the top 10 in the or even top, let's say top 20 in players in high school right now?
Yeah, they would go.
Don't you think they'll be looking at playing for North Carolina?
The NIL at North Carolina should be pretty good too, Storm.
It should be, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah, it should be pretty good. Hell yeah, and they got the Jordan brand too.
Yeah,
come on. They got a lot to work with. Yeah, they're gonna be fine. This is his first year, so usually a coach's first year, they filling things out, they setting things up. He probably didn't even decorate his office yet. Like it's that early in his career. I think next year though, yeah, he's definitely gonna bring some better players, and they're gonna definitely take a leap.
Okay,
as a team.
Nice. So before I go, I'm gonna lock off. Last thing, Stacks. How was that game today, man? In the old Sombrero, man.
It was great, man. It was a great game. Great game. Great atmosphere.
That's what I was gonna ask you. Atmosphere.
Boston fans do travel. I tell you that.
They travel, yeah. I seen them, man. They were cheering their ass off. I was like, yo, I was hoping that you was out there with your Boston shit on and they flashed the TV on me. So I was like, yo, I know my man's out there too. Because I know it. I was like, because I was watching, they did travel. They did travel, man. They were out there deep, man.
I thought I was gonna see you with your face painted and all that. You didn't want to
Now, Burns, we ain't mess with you no more. Time to go to bed, man. You getting a little crazy.
What do you say now?
He said now East Texas A&M is good, but they end up getting blew out yesterday by SMU.
There's such thing as a team. Texas
ABs, we out, man. Burns
fucking around. We ain't no East Texas A&M.
All right, man.
I'll see y'all later. We out.
Burns bugging, man. We out.
We out.
Yeah, God, to make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through.